Hey, what's up, guys? Another quick late night music chat with me, Jason here. If you don't know me, I'm in a band called Mass Anthem. Typically have about 1 million monthly listeners. Joey and I own and run a company called The Anthem Co. Record label, music marketing company, an artist music community network, all that stuff. Lots of fun stuff. So I'm speaking from a lot of experience here. What I want to ask you is this: how convicted are you guys that you deserve to be a very successful artist? And how convicted are you that it's also going to work out for you? Not like an if or I hope, it's when. How convicted are you that it's going to be a when situation, when it all works out? Because your conviction, guys, it's going to decide if you go all in or not. It's going to decide the intensity that you pursue and build your career with. And we've worked with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of artists over the years. Coaching calls, strategy calls, inside of our community now. And there is a very clear and obvious difference between the artists that go on and really do this thing and make it and do it full time and those that don't. And it's the ones with a conviction at a level where they're like, I'm burning the ships. Or I have burned the ships. There are no more ships. It is this works or it is nothing, right? There is no plan B. Back in the day, Joey and I, guys, we went all in on ourselves at a time when nobody else was doing it 4 or 5 years ago in the way that we were. And there came a point where we're just like, hey, we're burning the ships. We're doing this till it works. It's not an if, it's a when. Everybody thought we were crazy. Family kept telling us to, you gotta go get real jobs. Aren't you gonna go get a real 9-to-5 job now? No, we're not. This is the job. And lo and behold, guys, it was a win situation. We got it to work. We have over 1 million monthly Spotify listeners now. Large audiences, just kind of across all the platforms. Our catalog's done over 500 million streams now. And it might look like, oh, wow, like you did it. Like if you're just meeting me now and getting to know me now, it's like, okay, wow, that's great, Jason. But like, y'all don't see the period of time that it took getting there and becoming this version of us, the version of ourselves that could do that. And we had to manufacture a conviction that was so high that we just would not quit. But here's the thing about conviction, guys. You can also have something called borrowed conviction. What is borrowed conviction? That is surrounding yourselves with people who are so convicted in their strategies and their models and what they do that even if you aren't fully convicted at that level for yourself, you can borrow the conviction from them and lock in and stay the course because their conviction is so strong. This is something in like the investing world, by the way, where it's like if you're in a stock investing community in the stock market, whatever, you might not know everything about one of those companies, but someone else does. They know it like the back of their hand, and they're so convicted, they're all in. And because they're all in and you know them, it's easier for you to go all in as well and take a risk for yourself. That's the idea. That is something that comes along with, for example, being in our artist community, the Anthem Network, because there are a lot of artists getting started earlier in their journey, earlier in their music career that don't have the conviction that Joey and I have into our marketing strategies, into really the whole roadmap that we provide is, our strategies to launch a career and scale it and make it successful. But that makes sense because conviction, guys, it can be something that is built over time, and it's built with education and information, and it's built with experience. So if you don't have that time or information or experience built up yet, you might be in a place of your career where you need to borrow somebody else's conviction a little bit. And then there's going to be those of you that, no, I don't need to borrow anybody else's convictions. I am he. I'm her. I'm him. Like, I'm meant to be the one in a billion here, 1 in a million, Fantastic. that's huge, because your guys, that level of conviction is what really pushes you through the hard times, the valleys, when it doesn't look like anything is working. It's your conviction that pushes you through. So let me ask you this: how convicted are you right now in this moment, and be honest, that you are meant to be the successful artist, the full-time artist, getting to make full-time living for music? How convinced, how convicted are you that that is you? If your conviction level isn't where you need it to be, I'd encourage you to click the link below in the description. Go try a 7-day free trial, guys, of the Anthem Network. You get to work with Joey and myself. We do weekly live calls. You can jump on. We'll break down models. We'll do hot seats where we talk through your problems live with all the other artists on the call, so that everybody gets to win together and we all hatch out ideas together. You can ask questions in the community all week long. We're replying. We're helping you work through stuff. It's like having a management team steer you and guide you without, charging management prices. It's a very, very affordable community, guys, and that's important to us, because we spent so much stupid money on music, school, college for years. Spent way more than it was worth. We've spent an absurd amount of money learning these strategies, creating these strategies, coming up with them on our own. And it's important to us that other artists have access to this information, these strategies. So that's the point of the community. I'm not going to try to sell you on it, but if you want more support, guys, if you want more clarity and perspective on your career, but if you also want to be able to borrow the conviction of someone else and help you build your own conviction in the process, to be able to lock in and go all in, guys, I'm telling you, this is a game changer. So go check it out. But if nothing else, guys, get so convicted. Get so convicted. Why are you doing this? Why are you the one? Why do you know that this is going to work out? You gotta have that if you're going to start to become one of these 0.1% artists in the world that gets to do this full time. So appreciate you. Grateful you're here. Subscribe to the channel if you like these guys. Helps us out. We're trying to build a movement here, give a lot of this information away for free. Catch you on the next one.